Hello everyone, my name is Corazar, and welcome back to the Vintage Story Guide. We are back in the world in front of our brand new barn. It is filled, or at least not empty, but it has animals. We have 2 chickens over here, we have some eggs already, that's great. And we also have 2 sheep over here. I believe the ewe, if I can bring up the UI, should be pregnant. No, we're still not pregnant. Okay. Did I bring any food? I did not. Oops. Anyway, folks, last episode was a big one. We got a ton of stuff done, but I wanted to do something different today because we've had, on the map here, we've had a couple dungeons marked for quite some time. Way down here, right here, and over here. And I wanted to go and see what those are all about now that we can actually get into them, and now that we can, like, walk away from home without worrying too much about falling behind on chores and things. I do have some flax that I'm going to probably harvest midway through this episode, but that will be a chore for a bit later. We also have, right over here, down yon little ladder, a translocator, and I would like to fix that thing up and step through and see where it goes. But, yeah. My armor is not in the best shape. Our boots, our leg armor, is at 0 durability, meaning it provides no protection. And our body armor is 2. I did not realize that. Our helmet is the only thing that is still functional, and even then, not for long. So yeah, we need some new armor. Our shield has taken a beating as well. And these horsetail poultices, they're okay, but it takes basically 13 seconds to heal essentially 2 hit points. 3 seconds to apply, 10 seconds to wait for the healing to happen. Also, sometimes they get stuck, and you just don't heal anything until you stop applying them and try again. So I want to start by first making some new armor and a new shield. I think I have a spare Falx blade. Yes, waiting for us here. Let's grab that. We got some more tools here too. Perfect. In addition to that, I've also been kind of neglecting one kind of weapon that we would have had access to if I had found enough chickens to get some feathers from. And that is the bow. We have a ton of, here we go, copper arrowheads. I think we even have a bunch of, somewhere in here, here we go, we have some flint arrowheads. And we have some feathers now that we've been inadvertently hunting chickens in our attempts to get a rooster. But it is probably time to make our first bow. Because while this is great for getting animals' attention, it's a little inaccurate and the stones don't go very far. And underground, I want something that has less arc. I want something that will actually strike true or fly true. So I want to make us some arrows and a bow. Now, right now, I want to make a very basic bow. Not the most basic. That would be done with some rope, with the wild vine, or by using papyrus, or by using cattails. But we can make a simple bow that is reasonably effective, just like this. Do as I say, not as I do. So this is a pretty basic bow. It has middling durability and so-so damage. The better bows, we can start making them, but they will take 1 in-game week because they have to dry first. But I think it's probably a good idea to go ahead and make some now using, let's do maple. I think maple is a viable material. Let's do that. Put our saw over it. Now we have the class exclusive craftables turned off, meaning we have access to all recipes in the game. Now if we turn this into a raw longbow stave and leave it like that, it will dry into a longbow stave, and we can make a longbow with it that has like 3 times, if not more, durability. Actually, yes, a little bit more durability than the simple bow. And it deals 0.5 more damage, which isn't a whole lot, but it's something, I guess. And it has plus 20% accuracy. And that can be important if you're wearing heavier armor, because your armor can reduce your ranged weapon accuracy. However, because we have class craftables off, we can saw this down again into a recurve bow stave and turn it into a recurve bow. Now, this does have reduced durability and only 0.5 more damage and 10% more accuracy, But I personally do like this bow because of just the tiny damage boost and the accuracy boost that can offset the heavy armor that we'll be wearing. Now, I won't be using a bow a whole lot, I hope, because the Falx is just generally better for dealing with enemies, at least ones that are up close and personal, I guess. Let's make like several of these. And the reason is that there are several merchants who will purchase these longbows and the recurve bows at a pretty decent price. Now, for drying these, you can put them basically anywhere. It doesn't really matter. I think if you put them in some containers, it may slow down. Yeah, 0.25%. But you can put them on a rack as well, or you can put them just on the ground, I believe. Yep, there we go. So, sticks on the ground, perfect. I'm going to go ahead and make us some arrows as well. Let's grab some more sticks here. And I'm going to do a bit of this. And we're going to make some copper arrows. As you'll see, it says plus 0 additional piercing damage, which, if you guessed correctly, then yes, that means that there are arrows that deal more damage. So by increasing the damage from your bow and your arrows, you can get some pretty respectable damage. I believe the steel arrows deal something like 2.25 or 2.5 more damage. So yeah, you can get to 6.5-ish damage. These do have a 15% break chance, which means that for every 10 or so that we shoot, we'll lose on average 1.5. I could bring the bone arrows, but I don't want to clutter our inventory. So I'm going to leave these feathers here, and we'll just take these 26 copper arrows and hope that we don't need them. All right, I want to make a new shield. So I'm going to grab here we go, our cattails. Just make a new shield like this. Sticks and sticks, and brand new shield. Now I'm just going to throw this one out. I don't need it anymore. It will despawn. And lastly, some armor. I'm going to grab some more cattails. I'm going to grab a stack of bones, which is more than I need. I'm also going to grab, not that one, 2 brown bear pelts. Because it is time for us to upgrade our armor slightly, mostly in terms of durability. I'm going to then cut off the heads and turn this into some brown bear armor. I forget the recipe, so I'm going to fumble my way through it. All right, all done. Let's go ahead and let's try this armor on. Oh yeah. Just as shaggy. Different color. I think I like the black bear armor color better because the parts sort of stand out from the leathery bits. Let's take a look at this again. Yeah, there's some like leather in this armor, or at least hairless parts. But I think the black bear fur stands out a bit better. I'm going to keep this armor, and I think probably later, like I said, I do want to maybe make a mod that will let me repair this with just bones and rope or something. And when I do that, I would like to fix this up and just put it on display. Okay, so we have our armor, we have our shield, we have our new bow and arrows, all pretty cool stuff. I also have an inventory full of junk. I also want to make some new poultices. So we've been making these horsetail poultices from reeds. They heal 2 damage over a grand total of 13 seconds. Now we could take our linen and put our horsetail on the linen and get 4 health restored after 13 seconds, so doubling our efficacy there. But we have found some sulfur. And I even found some additional sulfur while I was out looking for something else the other day. It's even closer to home. So I was thinking we could mine out some of this sulfur, mix it with some of the honey we have, because we have plenty of honey, and a little bit of linen, and we can make these poultices that will heal 7 damage. And that is the best healing that you can really get in the game. You also have bandages. So we can do clean bandages. They will heal 3, and they are made with just some linen, or some pants, or some twine, and so on. You can also, if you get into distilling, make alcohol-soaked bandages, and they heal as much as the honey sulfur poultices do, but they're a bit fiddly because you have to keep the alcohol in a container and only soak them when you're actually ready for healing. So let's head on over to where I found some sulfur pretty close by to home, and let's go dig it up and see what we can do with it. Where were you last episode? And here we are, down in this cave. Yes, right there. Spotted some sulfur. And I think I was looking for quartz when I found this. That's what brought me out here. And let's head on down. A little dangerous over there, not too bad though. But yeah, this is sulfur. And I believe it is soft enough. Yes, we can mine it with just copper tools. So I'm going to get to it. These can tend to be rather large veins, so I might be here a little while. I'm also reminded I want to sort of restart something that I haven't done in a while. I want to get back into taking samples, by which I mean I want to relieve one of these blocks and bring it with me, and just hang on to it for curiosity's sake. Maybe we'll put it on display somewhere later, or maybe it'll just disappear into a chest. Doesn't matter, but this is mine now. Alright folks, all mined out, and we got just about 2 stacks, and I picked up a few more samples just in case I want to do something with them later. But that was a successful sulfur gathering mission. We shall now sulfur the consequences. And here we are coming up on home, and boy am I happy with how our Stone Age base has turned out. We got our big fluffy oak tree there, our corner pines. Yes please. So with this sulfur, we first need to grind a bit of it in here. I'll just do a few pieces, like maybe 8 or so. And then we need 2 more ingredients. We need some linen, and we need some honey. And it is best made with a bowl of honey. Might even be required. All we have to do is we're going to make some linen here. Now each craft of this will make 4 poultices. So 1 is 4, 8, 12, 16. Oh boy, it's expensive. But you know what? We will do it. And all we have to do is take our powder like this. And there we go. Gonna refill our bowl. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Excellent. So we now have some spare poultices, which is why I made the extra stack. I'm going to put our old ones somewhere, and I am going to reorganize and get ready, and then in the morning we will head out for the first of 2 dungeons, and we'll see what there is to see. Alright folks, it is the next morning, and I am ready to head out. I have an empty basket on my back. I have plenty of food. I'm bringing along some fish stew with boiled cabbage and honey. I even have a sealed crock, which was made by taking the crock and left-clicking on it with some beeswax to seal it. You'll see it's good for 56 days, so I'm hoping we just go through this and not need to open this up, but if we have to, that's fine. We've got our bandages, we got weapons, we got our shield, we got our armor on, we got our arrows and tools galore. I think we're ready. Now, the day is not conducive to adventuring underground, unfortunately. It is a high rift activity day. I was even chased home by a bunch of crazy critters, and there's one out there right now. So, I'm going to head down to the dungeon here, and I will see all of you there, unless anything noteworthy happens along the way. Right, a bed. I need a bed. There you are. Okay. You come with me. Now I can go. Alright folks, here we are, right on time and on target. Let's bust through these. Actually, I want to see if we can break this by hand, because someone had mentioned that we can break these by hand in the comments. They just take longer than I'd expect them to. Well, that goes straight to heck. Okay. Yeah, alright, you do that. I'm going to cover that up. It's still... Ooh, we got some vessels here. Okay. I'm also going to... I guess I can't place any dirt blocks there. I'm just going to put something like here. Oh, there's a ladder right here. Okay, yep. Okay, dirt blocks going there. A forage vessel. Ooh, and a storage vessel. Perfect. I got a bunch of stuff here. I did some foraging along the way. Oh, a ruined torch holder. So this is one of the kinds where you can use it, but you can't take it with you. This one, however, we can take with us. All right, so I have been in a place like this before. This is similar to the story dungeon called the Resonance Archives. And, oh, that just goes deep. Okay. Not as deep as the archives, but still pretty deep. Okay. Well, you know, I'm going to leave my bed here, too, in case I want to come up and sleep. Oh, there's a temporal storm approaching. Oh, no, I should have checked that. We are going to head down carefully, listening all the while for the sound of anything bad. Wood rubble. Oh, there's like a lift here. Oh, we got torch holders galore. I'll take you. I do hear some bad things. I do also see a door. Oh, hey, look at that. Oh, wow. There's some kind of room in there. Let's look in here first. We have some quartz that I can't mine. Some kind of additional room down here. Oh, that's just a poop pit. Okay. I'm going to leave 2 torches right here. So if I open this door and I loop around, I'll realize that I've been here and that's the way out. Also going to close that off. Oh my. Hey, friendo. That is pretty spooky. Let's light it up. What is this place? Oh, wow. Very creepy. Lighting up to prevent myself from getting killed. Oh, wow. This is like a loot pinata room. What is this place? Wow. All right. And it goes on. Holy moly. Look at this nonsense. This is going to take more than like a day to explore. And then it goes up to... Oh, man. Oh, what's this? Uneven large fire clay bricks. These are all chiseled blocks, so I can't really do anything with them. This looks like it was some kind of forge room. Well, I'm going to go back to this room here. And I'm going to go in... Go here first. What do we have here? We have 11 sticks. Oh boy. I'm going to leave the crates. I don't see a huge need for those. More sticks. Okay. Coils of rope. Rye seeds. Alright, mostly junk basically. That's okay. Oh, we've junk metal. These could be handy. Sometimes these are... Yeah, here we go. Metal parts. And sometimes they're metal scraps. Alright, we're going to deal with this guy. Dead. Alright, buddy. It's nice knowing you. What is this? Some kind of additional weird place. I'm going to close the door behind us. Keep anything creepy crawly from falling behind us. Oh, neat. Like a little, I don't know, a lab. We got some rot in there. We have an aged chest. These are fun. I'll take this for now. But I do like that. Oh, we have this too. Oh, sweet. You know what? I'm going to take the rot out of here. You know, I'm going to take this. We might need to actually wear this and bring it home with us. There's a ruined saber. Those are pretty cool. Those are weapons that are ruined. You can keep them and use them or display them. I don't really have much of use for them. I don't think they're very good. I mean, they're, I guess, interesting in a way. Alright, so let's check out this room next. We have a vessel with leather bracers. Cool. I'm going to take over that. I'm going to leave that there. A rusty gear. Alright. Not exactly like a pinata here, which I guess is okay. Lackey gloves. I'll take those. Those are nice and cool looking. Books. Oh man, for desert life, this would be great. Alright, what else is in here? Wow. A labeled crate. Oh, neat. A banner? Okay, I gotta take this thing. Oh, it's like 10 pieces? Alright, now you get to stay. Keep your secrets. Galena and malachite and some brown coal. A brass ingot. That's totally mine. And some quartz. Yes, I've been needing quartz. You're empty. You're empty. What else have we here? Metal junk. Cobwebs. Empty. Closed. And another treasure chest. Ooh, some more quartz. What's this? Some hematite. That's iron. And this is a Jonas part. These are pretty rare. They are used for making some very advanced things. Charcoal in there. Okay. Contaminated coal. What is this? Wet and full of impurities. A very poor coal indeed. I wonder if this is only a treasure coal. I've not seen that like elsewhere. It's in this one. Nothing. 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 Oh, another Jonas part. Okay, take that. Some more quartz. Magnetite. I'm kind of leaving the more common stuff here. Now, certainly we haven't seen magnetite yet. Oh, yeah, they were casting stuff here. That's really cool. I wish we could cast stuff like this, where you like have like a big old, big old furnace like this and just like pour and have a giant crucible that tips over. That'd be so cool. All right, so we have this way and this way. This is trouble, most likely. Their torch holder. I'll leave you there. So I'll actually take this one with me. We have a door, a barrel with nothing in it, and some other kind of place back here. Oh, it's like a bedroom. Okay. Oh, this thing's here. Okay, that's why. Oh man, this place is a maze, isn't it? Just breaking your stuff, don't mind me. Oh my goodness, really? This place goes on forever. A ruined lantern, that looks pretty cool. A tattered linen shirt, no thanks, I'm good. Ooh, a lore scroll. Up, and it ends right there. Okay, that's fine. It's actually helpful. What is back? Oh, there's more this way. Maybe. I don't think there's anything back this way. Oh no, it goes on. Oh my goodness. This place is wild. Okay, it ends here. Okay, it's good to know. We have an ore vessel, which I'll crack it, but I might leave it alone. All right, let's crack it and see what's in it. More quartz. Okay, I'll take that. Sure, why not? I'll tell you what. It is almost time for the temporal storm, which I'm going to sleep through. So let's head back upstairs to the bed, assuming I can find it. And we'll come back down and we'll keep exploring this place. I'm going to have to limit the loot that I take because I just don't have the storage space. But we'll bring the good stuff. I might even bring a few of the containers up top so we can just leave some chests there. And if we want to come back for them later, then we certainly can. I'll see all of you after we sleep through the storm, and we are back down in this dungeon. All right, everyone, I am back. I've organized our stuff. I also want to actually use this scroll here, which I think might consume it. No, it does not. Okay. We have Brief Discussions with the Traveler, part 1 of 4. I will read these later during some kind of like video montage, but for now, I'll bring up the journal here, and if you'd like to read it, you may pause and read at your leisure. Alright, so let's head back down. I did realize you can actually close these, so I did, which is good because you can just walk these chains. Once more into the breach, my dear friends. Alright, so we had gone this way. No, we hadn't. I lied. So we'd been through here. Ruined oil lamp. Okay, there's a door there. We're going to save that one for a minute. I do want to try to, like, at least make it through as much of this as I can. This is that back room. I'll take the lead ingot, sure. Why not? Take the sticks, because who doesn't love sticks? Rye seeds. Ah, the planetary gear. Oh man, this is a treasure trove for Jonas parts. So Jonas parts can be used to make things like night vision goggles and a couple teleporty things. And all in all, they're really cool, but they're very expensive to make. And if you don't get all the right parts, and there are like, I don't know, 12 or 13 different kinds of Jonas parts, then you're kind of stuck. I'm going to seal this up. Or not seal it up, but at least I'll lug it up. that doesn't go anywhere. And this one has a door. All right. Another ruined torch holder. I don't see a reason to put a torch there because this is a dead end. Turnip seeds. Some more ore. Brown coal. Not that exciting. More ore. We have some galena. Alright, so let's work our way backwards here. So we came through here. This was where we came through. I think there's a door that way, so I'm going to plug this one up here. I think we've explored all the avenues in that direction. Okay. What have we here? Some more scary bedrooms. This must be part of the lore of people hiding and living underground, trying to survive. What are you? A shepherd tunic. Sure, why not? More gears. A survivor cloak. So you can't make that, so I'm going to take that with me. So we have 2 directions to go here. Correction, 1 direction to go here. Okay. So you can take the books and things, and I might come back at some point for the books. Oh, we have 0 directions to go. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to probably come back for the decorative stuff when and if I decide I need it for decorating. Scroll rack, so ruined locust. So if you are unfamiliar with the lore, the locusts they're little sort of needle-faced bug robots that actually were built by people to be helpers, which is why they have a lab of them right here. And the rot, or something in the rot, made them turn against their creators. Ooh, copper ingot. You know, that's not that valuable, but I'll take it. And if I need to trade it out, then I can just lay it on the ground. That's cute. Little bed for a kid down here. This would be a legitimate way to get some more trap doors in the Stone Age. Another, like, knowledge room. Clay vessels. Oh, this is like a pottery room. Oh, that's neat. Maybe a kitchen. This table's real neat. Oh, I love this table. You know what? This is coming with us, guys. This table is coming with us. Oh. I guess they weren't done digging this new room out or something. Very cool. Very cool stuff. That was really neat. I liked it. I like that there are doors, too, so you can kind of, like, block off places you've been, and that the whole place isn't just open and swarming toward your position the moment you enter it. I'm going to lay out the stuff here. I'm just going to leave the chests here, really. And then we're going to use this as a little base of operations, and we'll bring all of the other goodies back to it. That way, when we're ready to go, we can sort of pick and choose what we want to take with us, and then save the rest for a second trip. Okay, it is afternoon out there, so we should be safe to just bust this open and head out. Did run into a wolf along the way who kind of kicked my teeth in. Alright, so we can close these for safety. Perfect, okay. Just going to close that off. There we go. Same depth, I assume. In we go. Oh, I'll take you with me. Sure. I hear more rushing water. Aged torch holder. Alright. Oh, this is the armory. This is where they defended from. Okay. The poop pit here. Okay, so that's pretty much the same as the first one. Alright. I'll go ahead and do the same thing as last time. Rush in here and kind of just set things down. Because I want to keep anything from spawning in here. Granted, there's a lot of, like, junk on the ground, so spawning space is pretty limited. I'm assuming there's probably about the same kind of treasure in here. Large crate of tools and large crate clothes, metal junk. So this seems to have pretty much the same stuff as the last one. Got some more aged oak planks and some more saltpeter. Ooh, a free copper lantern. You bet, baby. Okay, so this particular ruin, or dungeon, seems to be, at least from this side of things, it is smaller. I only see one outlet here. There's just this one over, was it over here? Now this maybe, since it is randomly generated, it might just go deeper. Vintage beef. Okay, I'll take that. So yeah, that's been a thing in the game for a while. I think it's apparently a reference to Vintage Beef, the YouTuber. who I think either inspired Tyrone to make this game or like gave him some advice or even helped him with it. I'm not sure exactly. More of these. Holy cow. Okay. The game is telling me to make some gray and black dye. Got it. Inventory too full. We're going to do this. There we go. Cool. This should let us make either some brass or some bismuth bronze at some point. Okay, here we go. One of these. Okay, this is nice. Let's toss our stuff in here. We can fill this up and pack it on our back. Inventory refreshed. Yeah, and I think CarryOn is one of those mods that you just kind of honestly should be part of the base game. And I wouldn't even make any changes to it. It is very well tuned. And Vintage Story has so many weird but interesting treasures to find, but nowhere near enough space to store everything. And I guess the developer expects you to run up and down the stairs willy-nilly, but I refuse to. I don't want to have to spend my entire life just making trips to bring back treasure. Wow, it's just 2 tin ingots now. You guys are going to be screaming at me to go for bronze here real soon. I might move to the Bronze Age earlier than I anticipated originally, just to be able to spend less time mining, because bronze will dramatically extend the life of our tools. So I'm thinking about that. Haven't decided yet. Okay, now this is just creepy. Oh, it's part of the crate. Okay, never mind. Okay, guys, so I am going to bring along just the things that I want to bring over to the other base. And it is, let's see, it's very early morning. Sun is not up yet. I'm going to sleep here, and then I'm going to go to the other base. I'm going to combine everything, try to get everything stacked as tightly as possible. And I'm going to bring the most valuable or most interesting stuff back. And barring any untoward interruptions, I will see all of you back at home. Oh, home, sweet home. What a sight. The barn from afar is all lit up. Look at that. Oh, it's good to be home. All right, I'm going to get in here. I'm going to unload my backpack, or my chest on my back. Well, I'm actually going to spend some time probably rotating crops because I believe, yep, those are all ready. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to mow down all the cattails, cycle the bees out, and then, likely in the morning or partway through the day tomorrow, we will head out to repair that translocator. But just to review, while we have a chance here, here's everything I brought back with me. I brought back all the ingots. We have lead, tin, brass, zinc, and copper. I brought back 1 extra aged wooden chest, 4 aged torch holders, the large copper lantern, a whole bunch of quartz, a lot of rusty gears. We should start buying and selling things here real soon. I brought back all the Jonas parts. I brought back the metal parts, the galena nuggets, the scribe table, and the large aged book stand. They're just too cool to pass up. Most of the metal scraps, and some of the cooler clothing, some of which I actually put on to be able to carry it all. So there is that. Oh, and the flax twine, of course. Anyway, I'm going to get to it. Alright, folks, it is mid-afternoon of that same day, or the next day, I suppose. Let's get ready to remember that I'm wearing a bunch of stuff that I don't need. Let's put this all in here before it gets wrecked. Let's get ready to head down into the Translocator area down there. And to do that, we're going to need to bring along 2 metal parts. I think it's 2. I'm going to bring along 4 just in case I've forgotten. It has been a while. And we need 3 temporal gears. And remember, they don't stack, so make sure you have some room. And I recommend going in prepared with your shield and some kind of light, because the place that you end up could be somewhere very deep, and translocators always have an open entrance out into some kind of cavern down there, so you'll need to patch up very quickly. Let's head down here. There shouldn't really be anything threatening down here, I don't think. Nope. But I will replace this torch. There we go, just to keep it safe for us. And I am probably going to clean this up later. And what's going to happen when we fix this translocator is that it is going to spend a moment sort of connecting. It'll say warping space-time something or other. And when it's done, you'll see sort of particles springing down, and it'll say that it is ready. Now, you can kind of game the system. You can, like, take a backup of your world, and then if your translocator spits you out somewhere that you don't like, or you just want to try another location, then you can load the backup again and try again. This will kind of mess up your map. It'll make a lot of little, like, random dots out here, well, farther out than here, of land that your map has explored, but you have not. And yeah, I'm going to not do that this time around. I did that in the second guide season to show how it worked, and then I did restore to the original location that we ended up getting. So yeah, that being said, let's do it. Let's get this going on. Oh, it takes 2, not 4. Okay, and then 1, 2, and 3 temporal gears. Warping space-time. That was pretty quick. I'm gonna get my lantern here and my shield in my offhand. Torch is ready to fire, and let's go. Alright, where are we? We are somewhere to the east. I'm gonna patch this up. No way! That's salt. That is salt. Seriously? Dangerous salt, but it's still salt. That is too wild. Alright, where are we? How far east are we? So we're a little bit north and very, very, very far east. Oh, that is too funny. And looking at the map, it looks like we are in a claystone area. Claystone is a nice rock to work with, and that looks like andesite, maybe? That's a really weird formation. I don't know what that is. But yeah, here we are. This is where our translocator takes us. That is a nice far journey. I would have liked to go south, just because at some point we're going to want to take a journey to the south, and having a southerly start is a great idea. But this ain't bad. Especially with the salt right there. That is ridiculous. Are you kidding me? All right, now we are unfortunately very deep underground. That means danger. I'm going to try to see if I can fill this in a bit. And then I think I can open this up a little bit here. Really? Just straight to a salt pillar. Oh, that is ridiculous, guys. That is... I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. That... So, okay, so salt. If you're not familiar, halite is the proper name for salt rock. This is how you get salt. Get some better light on the subject too. Here we go. It's kind of pink, like Himalayan sea salt, whatever. Himalayan salt. And players can sometimes spend hours and hours and hours searching for this stuff. And I mean, you'll eventually find it. It's just a real pain in the keister to actually find. But when you do kind of have enough salt for basically forever. So we just found our forever salt, guys, by popping through a translocator that is next to our house. So that is just crazy. Well, that's that's kind of all there is to say. I am going to try to clear this room a little bit. I will take some of this stuff with me. Let's just get the axe out. Another aged crate full of nothing. Also nothing. What's in here? Ooh, carrot seeds. And our first painting. Owl. It doesn't have a moving castle, though. And some more junk metal here. And then we have something in here. We got some gears, okay. And then we have a bunch of stuff here. We got a vintage story tuning cylinder, some more saltpeter, some sticks, and some copper. Okay, I'll take the crates, and I'm going to just clear out this other junk, and I'm just going to throw it somewhere to despawn. I might like dig a little pit down here and just toss it all in here. Okay, with that said and done, ooh, my. Now we are pretty darn deep, so the drifters here are going to be very tough. I think what I'm going to try to do is I want to see how high I can dig out of here. We're at 39. I bet I can maybe make it near enough to the surface and maybe actually reach the surface. So I'm going to give it a whirl and we'll see if we can get there or not. So this guy somehow came up behind me. I'm not sure how, given how brightly lit this is down here. He did give me a temporal gear, so I guess I got change. Yeah, I don't know where you came from, my dude. Like, you shouldn't be able to spawn anywhere here. But, yes, so I might have hit a bit of a roadblock. We came out right underneath a quartz deposit at about Y87. And it requires bronze to break. So I could do this all day long and get nowhere. Now, it looks like it might end right over here, so I might dig a little this way and see what I can find. So I can't believe that deep drifter hit me that hard. Shredded my leg armor. They always go for the leg armor. So weird. Yeah, I'm going to dig a bit this way and see if I can get around this thing. Uh-oh. Not confident. Yeah, I might need to, well, come back later. I don't know. What's in this direction? Anything? Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, I think it ended here. Okay. Hope restored. Drag that with us. Let's go over here a few blocks. Oh, no. Kidding me. Well, this might be a comeback with a bronze pickaxe later. This is just a little silly. Okay, well, that's disappointing. But the salt dome certainly is not. Just going to go ahead and patch this up here a little bit. So we can't go exploring there today or particularly soon, unless we dig over maybe, who knows, 30, 40, 60 blocks. It can take quite a while to get around a large vein of quartz. Alright, I'm going to pick up my torches because they're going to be gone by the time we get back next time. And let's go back home. Alright, folks, we are home. And what a find, followed by stymied by the quartz. What a shame that is. But that just reiterates my thought on maybe advancing into the Bronze Age, but then sort of just restricting myself to generally Copper Age materials and techniques. That really just means that I won't be out mining lots of quartz and making big glass things like a greenhouse, and I would just sort of limit my use of glass to maybe even just the glass we've already gathered so far. Beyond that, it doesn't really change a whole lot aside from, I guess, making our weapons hit a little harder and making our tools last a good deal longer. 50% or more in basically every case. The minimum is 50% and the maximum is about 70-ish%. So yeah, a good trade-off. We did get some pretty cool stuff. Even from that, we got some, well, one more temporal gear, so cha-ching. A little bit of copper, some saltpeter. We got a painting and some other odds and ends. A few more gears, some more aged crates, carrot seeds, and a few more metal scraps. But folks, that's going to do it for this episode of the Vintage Story Guide. I hope you enjoyed our triple adventure, our double delves into the dungeons, and our translocator trick out to the sticks, the claystone sticks, where we found some halite, and that is That is a super cool find. It is super ridiculous to find something like that just sitting there. I can't believe how nutty that is. But yes, we will be heading back there soon-ish. Not next episode. Next episode, I want to get into berries and fruit again, now that they are back in season, and the kinds of things we can do with them, especially now that we are in the Copper Age and can actually make fertilizer to grow the bushes. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment to help the algorithm, and if you're feeling so inclined, I'd love to have you subscribe. The names scrolling by belong to the awesome folks who are supporting the channel by signing on as channel members. If you too would like to see your name in the credits, get early access to videos, or even hear me butcher your name in the next part, then go check out what's on tap at the channel memberships. The following folks have gone the extra mile to support the channel by signing on at the Seraph tier. Their names are Chrysanthemum, Elizabeth Woolley, Eric Franzen, Inger Raymond, Joshua Saruda, Linda Harris, Lucky's Mom, Mad Lord Hubris, Operion, Oak Tree, Servus, Snow Silver, Sue Wallace, Tyluna, and Wade Parker. As always, my name has been Kurazar. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.